Angela Merkel's Germany was accused of trying to influence the 2017 general election by undermining former Prime Minister Theresa May over Brexit talks, unearthed reports reveal. Yesterday, Belgian MEP Gerolf Anmans claimed German Chancellor Angela Merkel and the Brussels leadership have failed to learn anything from Brexit. The right-wing MEP told the European Parliament that Mrs. Merkel will exploit her country's position as President of the European Union to accelerate integration among member states. He urged EU leaders to pay attention to Brexit, claiming that the citizens of the EU are overwhelmingly against more Europe. Mr. Anmans told MEPs, "Contrary to what we might have expected, the EU did not keep it down after Brexit. On the contrary, the accelerator pedal in favour of a unified European state has been engaged in many areas. According to the habits of the European Union, this happened without taking into account the feeling alive within the population. As many wonder whether the bloc will be able to survive the coronavirus crisis and a no-deal Brexit, unearthed reports reveal how Germany, in tandem with the EU, was accused of trying to prevent Britain's withdrawal from the bloc by influencing the 2017 general election. According to a 2017 report by The Telegraph, senior officials in the German government and in Brussels openly mocked Theresa May in what was described as an attempt to undermine the former Prime Minister. Ahead of the general election in June 2017, Mrs. Merkel claimed Britain had illusions over what it could hope to achieve from Brexit. Weakening Mrs. May's mandate with the electorate tilted the balance in favour of the EU negotiators, and conservative sources suggested she was the victim of a coordinated plot. One close ally of Mrs. May said, "There is a long-standing tradition that countries do not involve themselves in the elections of other countries, and they seem to be breaking that." Mrs. May had warned former EU chief Jean-Claude Juncker that he would have found her to be a bloody difficult woman if he refused to compromise during Brexit negotiations. Asked by the BBC if she was taking a realistic approach over the negotiations, Mrs. May said, "I think what we've seen recently is that at times these negotiations are going to be tough.